Hey guys, good morning. So for today's video, I am just going to update you about our, what do you call that, infertility journey or IVF journey. So yesterday, I started my cycle and I called my fertility clinic and to let them know that I started my period yesterday, and I have also like few questions. Our IVF will be delayed again because of like some, what do you call that, medical reason. For some like reason, may rason bakit siya madi-delayed again, which is like, alam mo yun, yung para sa akin like, ano ba, like I've been waiting for this thing to happen. Like, alam mo yun, like sobrang tagal ko nang naghintay and still meron talagang like either, kasi ewan ko kung na-mention ko sa inyo that yung last vlog ko na I was like worried kasi nga si Garyut ay meron siyang upcoming trip or meron siyang trip this month. So that was one of my worries na magiging delayed siya, pero well, that one now, hindi na yan yung malaking ano ko bakit na-delayed siya. But anyway, during our consultation, the doctor told us like a lot of information kung anong gagawin. So isa na doon is yung genetic testing. Well, yung una is PGTA. So alam na namin yun. So we are expecting na, or we are already like, alam mo yun, nakapag-desisyon na kami na gagawin namin yun. Sorry, sobrang rumble nito pa ano-ano na lang. Since nga yesterday, sinabi ko sa kanila na, oh, I have like a few questions about PGTM regarding nga dun sa result namin. Back to the consultation. So, after ng consultation, they sent, or the fertility clinic sent me an email, like a welcome letter, and then some other informations. And then, isa na dun is yung screening carrier genetic test para namin, kung gusto ba namin. I mean, that's just an option kung gusto namin mag-test sarili namin. Pero sabi ko, okay, why not? Okay, so that's like $250 and then extra 100 para sa aming dalawa ni Garyut. So, papunta tayo sa rason ko kung bakit magiging delayed yung aming IVF. Yung test na yan is makikita kung ano yung mga mutation genes na either you or your partner, like, meron ba kayo. So, like, yun yung mga genes na posibleng mapasa mo sa future babies mo. So they sent a kit, actually they sent 2 kits to collect our saliva and then send it back to the lab. It took like basta mga April pa ata namin yung ginawa, guys, and then we got the result like mga May na, at least like a month. And then the result, mostly si Garyut, meron siyang 4 na mutation gene na carrier siya, but I have like 1 mutation gene din na carrier ako, which is nag-positive kami sa gene na yun. Yung gene na yun is like hereditary hearing loss. So may possibility na yung mapasa namin yun sa bata namin. Pero yun nga, sabi doon like out of 4 may isa na possibility na may pasa nga namin yun. Sa 4 na mutation genes, yun lang yung kinikerry ko. Yung iba is negative ako. Si Garyut positive siya sa iba, but at least low risk yun kasi nga negative ako dun sa iba. Hindi naman talaga as in na bingi talaga yung bata na lalabas, or either may possibility na bingi talaga, or like mag-progress ba, like hindi siya masyadong makarinig tapos mag-progress, lalaki siya mag-progress, so the more na maano talaga mas lalala. When I called yesterday, that was one of my question, and then they decided na mag-ano daw kami, PGTM. So first, yun na nga, mag-PGTA kami, tapos mag-PGTM na rin. The PGTA is to determine like kung meron bang chromosome abnormalities yung mga embryos na isi-send namin sa lab. Meaning like Yung ano kasi, babae at saka lalaki, meron kasing 23 chromosomes. So, in total of 43 dapat yung makuha ng bata. Ganon. Or 43 ang galing ko sa math. So, yung babae kasi, merong 23 chromosomes, yung lalaki meron din. So, sa baby niyo dapat merong 46 chromosomes. So the PGTA will determine the chromosome, like kung normal ba or abnormal ba. Other thing is the PGTM. So the PGTM is yan yung nakakapagpa-delayed sa process namin, guys, because we cannot start IVF pag hindi pa nakompleto yung, or kasi yung PGTM, they have to make a probe. Sabi nung fertility clinic ko na it will take like maybe a month to complete a probe. So like nakita ko din online, it will take 12 to 16 weeks. So sabi ko, oh my God. Like kailangan nilang gumawa muna ng probe bago ako mag-start sa mga medication ko. Because by the time na ready na, dapat nandun na yung probe, isend yung cells na nakuha nga dun sa embryo namin, is ititest lang, hindi nagagawa ng probe kasi nga it will take a while to make a probe. So yung PGTM nga is makikita doon kung alin doon yung embryos na affected, or aling embryos ang merong ganoong genes nga na nakita sa amin, yung hearing loss, ganon. And then there's a good news naman. So the good news is my insurance will cover the biopsy, which is yung biopsy is like already 3,500. By the way, I forgot to mention na we already paid the initial amount. Bayad na talaga, guys. So we are pretty much ready to start the process, but yun nga, ito na naman, meron na naman tayong, hindi ko naman sinasabing humadlang. And then they will also cover the PGTM, which is yung PGTM is kung walang probe ay mga at least like 2,000 daw, pero kung may probe na daw, starting like 1,900. At least cover yun siya. So they said like we will only pay the PGTA, which is yung PGTA is 1,400 for 8 embryos, and then after that they will charge like 200 embryo, like each embryo. So yun yung good news. Last night I was really stressed thinking about it kasi nga madidelayed pa. And then, ang iniisip ko, kasi example lang to ha, during sa egg retrieval, they will collect like 30 eggs galing sa akin. Sa 30 na yan, hindi yan lahat mature. So, they will only keep the matured eggs. So, like for in case merong matured na 25. Sa 25 na yan, i-fertilize yan nila. And then, after that, sa fertilization, magdi-decrease na naman siya, guys, kasi sa 25 na yan, hindi lahat mapi-fertilize. So, and then they will wait for like a couple days. Tapos tingnan nila ulit kung aling na fertilized eggs doon na umabot ng blastocyst. So, hindi naman sa lahat ng 25 or sa lahat ng saan na tayo. For in case sa 25, like 20 lang yung na-fertilize. Sa 20 na yan, hindi naman lahat aabot yun sa blastocyst. So, sa akin lang, what if 15 yung umabot ng day 5 or day 6, at least day 6, blastocyst na ata yung day 6. Tapos, ibabiopsy na, isisend na yung cell sa lab. What if sa 15, kasi normally daw minsan, ang maano nila is like half lang daw. What if sa 15, 7 lang yung normal sa PGTA, and then plus meron pang PGTM. What if sa 7 may normal pero merong nakikita ang, alam mo yun, yung genes na nakita nila sa amin, or merong abnormal tapos wala namang ganoon. So alam mo yun yung mga what ifs ko, guys, na sobrang na-stress ako. And ewan ko, like tinatanong ko yung asawa ko, sabi niya, I'm really optimistic about it, pero like, alam mo yun, ako kasi yung panay nood ng video, panay check, ganun. So, parang ako yung may mga idea ba, posible ang lahat. And then, kunting lang nito, guys. Kunting mali lang nito, guys. As in, sa binabayaran mo na, pwedeng walang matira sa yung embryos, or yun nga, walang matira or lahat abnormal, or sana naman, no, or kung meron mang matira guys, konti lang. Gusto ko lang na meron akong enough ba na matira para like in future, like para pag ibalik yun, alam mo yun, like meron akong backup. And then wala pa rin kasing kasiguraduhan guys kung mag-i-implant ba yun or hindi or something, kasi pwede pa rin may mangyari as in ganun. So wala pa rin talaga guys, yun yung kinakatakutan ko na ewan ko. Yun lang naman yung aking stress kagabi, na sobrang tagal ko natulog dahil yung mata ko guys ay kung saan-saan pa umabot. Or yung mata ko at saka yung isip ko kung saan-saan pa umabot. I will try to ask sa doktor ko kung ano man. Pero sabi naman dun sa website na pwede naman daw na i-PGTA muna, and then kung konti lang yung natira sa embryo and then hindi mo feel i-PGTM, pwede naman. But yeah, I have to call them on Monday kasi nga to let them know na to start the probe. I have to end this video sa susunod ulit na update.